And we're off.
Hello. I'm looking really chunky in this jacket.
You're looking like you might be sheep herding a little bit.
I'm not sure I thought this through.
In a good way. It's a good look.
I just want to say to all my vegan friends, this is second hand. Somebody else had it before me. I know a little sheepy did die for this, but I'm very appreciative of it, and it keeps me really warm when I'm walking the dog.
God bless
in
the
the
sheep.
winter.
God bless
or
the sheep.
walking a labyrinth.
Ah, that's what we've been doing today. We went to walk a labyrinth with some friends. Never
Do you know
walked...
what that is?
No.
You do.
Well, I know the film, the David Bowie film, which I'll come back to in a minute.
I thought it was a maze. It's not.
It's not a maze.
A maze, you see, will catch you out. A maze is a little conundrum where you have to go, oh, wrong way, oh, turn round. Not a labyrinth. Not a labyrinth. You get into the labyrinth and it's all set out for you.
It's going to lead you to the centre. It wants you to get to the centre.
Sometimes, but the other labyrinth we were told about just takes you out the other side.
Right.
So they don't always. They lead you to the centre, and then you have to retrace the one we went to today in Devon, and you have to retrace your path. And basically, you walk into this. It's like a geometric shape on the ground, sort of circular, with spiralling paths. And you arrive at the portal. It felt like a portal, like stones, standing stones, and you have to sort of gear yourself up, and then you launch in. I swear to God, it felt like a Stargate. It was like, woo, woo. The power of it.
It was vibey.
It was vibey.
And then you're just like walking around, and the idea of this thing, they designed them apparently for you to be sort of in some state of reflection and to be pondering things, or to open your mind to things that come up in your mind as you're walking this labyrinth. So the idea, I guess, is that you're in some kind of flow state where you are not being as mindful. You're allowing things to enter your subconscious. Mindless. So your subconscious can take the steering wheel and come up with solutions or come up with ideas.
Steering wheel?
Yeah.
Is that like Jesus take the wheel?
Jesus take the wheel. Go on, G. So I think that's what they were intended for, and one of our friends is quite into them. So we went and did that. I got the image of Dumbo coming to my head. And also Superman.
Courage to Fly, we decided.
Courage to Fly, yeah.
Courage to Fly.
And the smell of popcorn.
I got nothing. It was just universal nothing. High as a kite I was. High as a kite. Fantastic.
When she says high as a kite, she wasn't...
I wasn't doing anything illegal.
High off the vibes of the universe.
Yeah, man.
So that was kind of cool.
So that was today. That was good.
But I think that flow state thing is quite interesting. Being a little bit careful of your mind. The mind is a very noisy old beast, isn't it?
Mm.
And I've been reflecting a little bit about how there's a lot of noise on social media, but I think people need to get back to getting a hobby. And we started a jigsaw puzzle. I point that way because it's over there. Over Christmas, and it's 1,000 pieces. It's quite a big puzzle, and it's of a tiger, so it's like
stripy.
It's quite hard, to be honest.
It's a lot of orange and black.
Yeah, and a lot of
just
stone.
a tiger.
It's stone.
It's really hard.
But we're into it, and we've gone too far to turn back now, so we're going to have to get it done. It might take us till April or something, but anyway.
What? Yeah, 2004.
We're not letting go of it.
We're not letting go of it.
But it's quite nice to have something.
It was nice.
It's a hobby, or like, I just think there's a lot of distraction and looking at nonsense. But with people used to have hobbies, didn't they?
Yeah. I was thinking I used to have a friend when I lived in New Zealand, and she was a knitter.
Yeah.
And she just used to bring her knitting with her wherever we went. She'd quite happily, on social occasions, just get her bag and be knitting away, and made some great jumpers and things like that.
I think
she loved it.
I think it's really cool. I mean, like, flower. I mean, the old traditional ones like stamp collecting or flower collecting and pressing. I mean, get into that, or just do some. I don't know. I just think hobbies should be cool again and should be brought back again, and less scroll and a bit more like. I actually fancy. A friend of mine said to me, "I've just started wood carving." I was like, "Wicked, man! Go and explore that." Or hedge. What's that thing you do with hedges where you shape
Topiary.
hedges? I mean, that's got to be fun on some level.
If you can find the hedge.
Find the hedge and the right shears, and you've got an idea in your mind. Get on it.
Simples.
There's actually a nice case of that just out there where you made a ball.
I know. I do. I make balls out of mine. I've got balls in the garden. Balls of hedge.
Yeah, there we go.
Hedge balls.
Hedge balls. So yeah, bring back a hobby. I think. Have a think.
What
about
other
that.
hobbies are there?
Well, is reading a hobby, or is that just a? I think it is. Reading is a
Sort of.
hobby. Reading is a hobby.
You might have a, you might have a particular penchant for a particular type of genre
of
of book.
Yeah, exactly. You might like a beat, or you might like a pulp fiction, or you might like a bit of something a little bit more Mills and Boon.
Well, gardening's a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah, gardening's and that's a good practice.
Growing vegetables is a hobby, even if you've got a patio.
Playing
Stick
instrument.
some lettuce in this summer.
Yeah, you'll have a
You'll
good
be
time.
pleased.
I just think that we've all been a bit led down the garden path of social media, and hey, we're on there now posting this. So I'm not saying get off it, but I just think that we need to give ourselves back to ourselves via doing little things, or because I think what happened was we're doing this jigsaw that's difficult, but your mind becomes free from the chatter about where am I going, what am I doing, or analysing. You're just like, I'm doing a jigsaw. I'm doing this thing, and I'm into it.
And that's all that was going on. The same with the labyrinth today.
Yeah.
I was you have to sort of watch where you're going. So all you're thinking is one foot in front of the other. Where's the path? Stay on the path, follow the path. And that's all I was thinking about.
And I think in a way that flow state is a scientific state. That is to say that people have studied it, that are scientists. And they think a lot of that creative ideas or subconscious comes up in those when you're kind of in a physical or you're into doing something repetitive like knitting or like a jigsaw or something where you can allow your subconscious to come up.
To be visionary or to have new ideas.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just see a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was our day today, and we thought we'd just say that. That's about it, isn't it?
That is it, really. Hobby horse. Get on it.
Get on it.
Love.